Hey, if you are looking to land more clients for your branding services, it's essential to have an effective proposal so you can showcase your expertise and convince potential clients to work with you. You can download this template on my website, but basically you can build your own just by following this tutorial. So I have a few sections that are essential. So first off, we need to start with some introduction. I address the client by their name, and I thank them for the opportunity to work with them. Then I outline the project objectives, right? So you're gonna have a phone call with your client, and on this phone call you need to understand what are their expectations, what are their goals, what are their business objectives, and then you mention those in the opening pages so that when they go through your proposal, they can actually feel that you understand them, you understand their objectives, and you know what you're doing, right? So for example, for my client, it was important to design the new brand identity for airport executive and to marry luxury with legacy, right? They've been in the business for a long time, like 25 years, but they want to appear more luxurious to high-end clients and such, right? So I mentioned all those things. They want to have a seamless experience. Part of this project is to design a new website, and they also want to go global. So basically, you can record your call, you can then use this transcription, and you can use ChatGPT to help you write this, or you can write this yourself, right? I also like to have a slide with some of their competitors, so they know I've done some research. I look at the industry and their competitors, and then I have a section about me and my capabilities, right? I like to use my photos. You should shoot a few photos so it looks more personalized. It's not like a generic template, right? So it looks more custom. So here I just introduce myself, talk about my credentials. I mentioned the companies I worked for, like those top design agencies, the school I graduated from, and other big clients I worked for. So this is gonna build some credibility. And then I just talk about my process, right? So that the client can have a clarity on how you actually work. Every designer has a slightly different process, but basically these are the 6 essential steps. So starting with a discovery, going to research, developing a strategy, and then designing the brand identity in the website if it's a part of the project, then presenting those designs, getting an approval, and then final delivery. It could include logo file, style guide, and of course the website. Then I also have a slide with my capabilities listed, right? So maybe you offer other things like illustrations, maybe you create a tagline, maybe you can do some extra things, so you can list them right here so the client can get an idea of what else you can do for them, right? Let's say in the future they want to come back for a packaging, for some illustrations and things like that. Maybe they want to animate the logo, and so you can list all those things right here. Now you should have a section obviously about the cost, or rather investment. So I always give my clients 3 options, right? I call them base, plus, and pro. So on the call you will understand their objectives, and then my goal is to actually structure the project in such a way so that the plus is the most appealing option. I want to give them some base option just in case they reach out to other designers perhaps are more competitive, or they can start with a base project and then upgrade to plus and so on. But I want to have a less expensive option and a more expensive option, right? And then I break it down. I actually talk about what is included in each package, right? So for example, the base package is a robust brand strategy, is a creative brief, and then you're getting 3 unique logo concepts and such. And I list the deliverables here again, and I break it down. It's a service, so you need to break down the pricing in such a way so it's understandable for the client where the money goes, right? So you can do it however you like. I like to break it down like this, and instead of just giving them a total price, you can just break it down into some sub steps so they can get clarity where this $12,000 come from. So then I do the same for the next package, which is a plus package. So basically each package builds on top of the previous one, right? So the plus package will include everything in the base package plus more, right? So as you can see, it includes those things, but you also get brand messaging and web design and web development, right? And I also add them here and I give them the discount, right? So that's what I was talking about. You should give a discount for the middle package so that the plus package should be the most appealing package, right? Everybody wants a discount. You shouldn't give a discount for the least expensive option, right? And then I have the pro package, which goes beyond, like, for example, there are some extra functionalities regarding the website, like booking and Google Maps and such. And of course, I give them a bigger discount. So my goal is to convince them to go at least with the plus package, if not with the pro package, ideally. And then, of course, I have a section about the timeline. So you can break it down like this. I have the packages on the left. I have the meetings right here. So basically I work in weekly increments and we can have a meeting every week or every 2 weeks. And I break it down like this so they can visually see what would be the timeline. And then I also talk about the benefits of working with me. This is extremely important because they may get a few proposals from different experts, different designers. What's so special about you? So for example, you work directly with me, right? Like I don't outsource the project to other designers. I'm not a typical agency where you cannot just talk to the actual designer. You have to go to the CEO and then you have to wait, you pass information. This is not super attractive for the client. They want to work directly with someone who's actually doing the stuff. I mentioned those things. You won't be shuffled to subcontractors, simple terms, and that I specialize in actually what they need, so they can feel more comfortable hiring me knowing that I've done that before. And of course, you should include some slides with your previous work. What I do is basically take these thumbnails from my portfolio, right? I embed them right here on InDesign and I link those, right? So when you deliver this, you can just publish this online by going to publish. You're gonna get a link, you're gonna send them a link and those elements will be clickable, right? And you can also export this to PDF. As you can see here, you can click this, you can go to specific page and then you can also click those thumbnails right here and they can go and see more of these mockups on your website, right? So that's how it works. So you need to build this section with your work. Basically, the one thing that gets you hired is actually your past work. So this is extremely important. So I have quite a few projects here. And then I have also some testimonials from my past clients. So for example, I've worked for Medijuana. I asked the CEO to give me some testimonial on LinkedIn and I just copy paste a testimonial. And again, this could be a link to your LinkedIn page where they can read more. As you can see, the whole testimonial didn't fit here. They can read more on LinkedIn and they can actually confirm for themselves that this is real. This is not some imaginary testimonial, right? So it's really important to get real testimonials from real clients and have at least few of them, and I make it visual also so they can see, this is what he did and this is the client and this is the testimonial, and they can click and go on LinkedIn and actually see that this is real. So I have quite a few testimonials, and then I have links to my Stripe subscription. So basically I charge $6,000 per week. The base was 2 weeks, the plus was I believe 4 weeks with the discount and such. So however you want to structure this, they can pay you weekly or 50% upfront, but it's important to have those things here so that when the client is ready to make a decision, they can do so quickly, right? So they have some start now call to action. You make it easy for them to actually hire you. And that's basically it. This template is a part of my bundle, as you can see here. So this is the first template in my bundle. You start with a project proposal, and then you will also need these templates to deliver some work like a creative brief and then brand presentation, right? But either way, you can just use this information to build your own template. And also check out my other video and follow for more tips on branding and graphic design. And I will see you in the next video.